Hi everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my review for the first episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Is Star Trek back or isn't it? Let's find out. Okay, yeah, so I've been looking forward to this one, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I've been looking forward to it for a while since it was announced. And today we got the first episode, aptly titled Strange New Worlds. Yeah, so this is the story of Star Trek on board the Enterprise under Captain Christopher Pike, played by Anson Mount. Now, obviously, we've seen him in Star Trek Discovery Season 2, and that is the best season of Star Trek Discovery by a mile. Anson Mount coming on board as this character just elevated that series above anything else. So it's fantastic that we've now got a series set on board the Enterprise. Superb. Now, this series does continue after the events of Star Trek Discovery. We introduced to Anson Mount again and Christopher Pike, and he's on Earth sort of resting up while the USS Enterprise is in space dock having sort of refit and repairs and this sort of thing, and he's questioning his ability to be a Starfleet captain, whether he wants to do it, whether he doesn't want to do it, and this sort of thing. And we've got some glorious scenes set on Earth in the snow and all this sort of thing. Just superb, brilliant, fantastic. An admiral comes and sees him, and they've lost contact with another starship that his number one is on board, and she's gone missing, as we met her in Discovery as well. Now, they go on this journey to this planet because a warp signature has been detected. Only it turns out that this planet hasn't got warp capability in the sense of spaceships, but what they have got is they've managed to create bombs with the ability to warp, because there's a massive civil war going on this planet, and they're fighting one another. And as the story progresses, it turns out that the reason that they've managed to get warp technology is because they saw through telescopes what had happened with the Enterprise and the Discovery, and they managed to reverse engineer that which way they've seen. So Christopher Pike, Spock, and some other individuals, they have to beam down to the planet. They have not prosthetics, but they're made to look like the aliens through some sort of genome changing and this sort of thing, administered by Nurse Chapel from the original series. And they go down undercover to find out. And you know, in the end, they get there and all this sort of thing. And it leads to Christopher Pike having to come down to reveal themselves as the Enterprise, to reveal themselves of who they are, and come down and explain to these two opposing sides and the people on this planet what they're leading to. And we get these fantastic shots of, we see what happened to Earth during World War III. We see Earth getting devastated by nuclear missiles and all this sort of thing that leads to the future of Star Trek that we know, the events that occurred to lead. And he doesn't want this to happen to them in the sense of going through this trauma of war and this sort of thing. So, fantastic stuff. Now, it is a one and done episode, a one and done story. There are going to be tiny plot threads going through, but unlike the other two Star Trek series, this series is standalone episodes, which is fantastic to be back to, because the ongoing stuff of Star Trek Discovery and Picard that I've both been reviewing also, yeah, it's nice to be back on board the Enterprise in episodic television. You know, it feels fresher. Let's just say that. Now, the cast are fabulous. We are introduced to a Kirk, not James T. Father. Yeah, so we're not introduced to Captain. You know, Kirk is mentioned, but it's not James T. Kirk on board the Enterprise. He's a lieutenant and this sort of thing. Anson Mount's acting is spot on. He's fantastic in this role. He's got so much charisma, so much screen presence. This role suits him down to the ground. Fantastic. In this, he is a very haunted individual by what he saw in Discovery, his future, knowing what his future holds, and this can't be changed, and this sort of thing, and he knows that he's got 10 years until this occurs, and his 10 years not very long. So it leads to some fantastic scenes between him and Spock talking about this, and yeah, just very, very good all around. There are a few criticisms I've got of the episode, namely, you know, we don't get emotionless Vulcans. You got Spock smiling at the beginning with his marriage scenes and all this sort of thing, and also from a woke side of things, we know Star Trek has gone this way and it ain't gonna change. That bridge is full of females. Not that I've got an issue with females, I haven't, but I'm saying that, you know, there's a gender politics at play in everything we see now, and this has really put strong female characters in the forefront, because you go around that bridge at the beginning of this series and it's like female, 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 you know, yeah. But other than that, I had a very good time with it. I really enjoyed it. The promo at the end for what's coming looks fantastic, and I'm on board, so to speak, for want of a better term, with this. Fantastic, good stuff. Why don't you tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this first episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Hit the subscribe button, come and join the channel, and we'll see what this program brings us and whether I get disgruntled with it like I did with Picard and Discovery. You can check out them reviews. It's AJ. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.